Okay, I went in the house, there wasn't nothing on TV. Sunday night, I decided to come back out here and do some more. Or Sunday evening. Well, this is what I came up with. I got some heavy gauge square tubing. I think it's 1.5 inch and 1 inch. And I'm gonna drill me a hole right about there, and then one straight up and down, and maybe one back here or something like that. That way I can have, 3 or 4 adjustments. I don't want to go much further than that because then it starts getting short. But the way I did this is let me pull this pin out here. I can pull that pin out, let that drop down, bring this down, and then I think what I'm going to do is I've got enough room right here is put a bolt right here with a wing nut on it to hold this tight to the boom right here, or something like that. Like I said, I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go, but I think that's going to work. See, that all lays down in there nice and flat, and then this will fold down like that. So far, I wish I could just use this one pin, but if I drilled a hole that big around through that 1 inch square tubing, it'd make it so weak. So I'm probably going to use something like this. It's solid steel, it's fairly decent sized, and go with something like that. I don't know even what this was. I needed a small hammer one day, so I made me one. But anyways, that's what I've been out here doing this evening, guys. I think it's gonna work. So just pull this out, slide it out, slide the pin in it, and even at that angle right there, see, I've still got quite a bit inside of there. So that ought to be pretty strong. What I really like is it goes down inside of there all the way. So that'll let it fold up fairly flat. Fairly flat. See this, and I meant to give you guys some measurements a while ago. I made this thing 21 inches long, and whoops, I take one all the way in. I made it 4 inches, whoops, from the bottom to the top of the teeth. It's 4 inches, and then I believe it's 3 inches at the bottom of the teeth, so those teeth are 1 inch high. And I left quite a bit of meat there, so it'll be really strong. Like I said, that's 1/4 inch thick plate steel. Everything I've used is 1/4 inch thick, except for this square tubing, and that'll be my weak point, because I'm using these pretty good size. This is what size rod I'm using. I believe it's 1 inch. I'm using that on everything, except for the pin that's gonna go through the 1 inch square tubing. And like I said, that'll be my weak link. So if anything's gonna fail, it'll be that 1 inch square tubing. And I can always get a heavier gauge if that doesn't work for me. So anyways, just thought I'd bring you up to snuff and let you see where I'm at. And you guys have a good week at work this week, and I'll talk to you next weekend.